I died choking on my own vomit in the back of a cab, the world blurring into a haze of cheap whiskey and betrayal. My parents' last words to me weren't, "I love you." They were a text, "Wynne's taking your spot. Don't fight it." And just like that, the girl I'd called my sister from another mister, the one I'd bled for in high school debates and college apps, had stolen everything. But death? It was the ultimate reset button. I woke up gasping in my old twin bed, the alarm clock screaming 7 a.m. on September 1st, 2023, the day before freshman orientation at Stanford. My heart hammered like a freight train. This wasn't heaven or hell. This was me, Vivian Hayes, 21 again, with a second shot at burying them all alive. The room smelled like lavender detergent and regret. The same faded posters of Frida Kahlo and Ruth Bader Ginsburg staring down like judgmental ghosts. I bolted upright, my hands smaller, unscarred, clutching the quilt Grandma stitched before cancer took her. Last life. I'd clawed my way into Stanford on a full ride, the first in our broke-ass family from Fresno's dusty outskirts. Wynne? She was the golden child. My bestie since diapers. With her perfect SATs and trust fund daddy from the city. We'd promised to conquer Silicon Valley together.
Lies.
All of it. By junior year, she'd slept her way into the dean's office, rumors I'd ignored, and my parents? They texted me that bombshell while I was mid-panic attack in the library. Family first, Mom wrote later, as if Wynne wasn't the interloper. I grabbed my phone, God. The flip phone era was a nightmare, and scrolled through the unsent drafts from this timeline. Nothing yet. But I knew what was coming. The betrayal blueprint was etched in my soul.
Today,
I'd smile through orientation prep. Tomorrow, I'd start digging graves. Fresno's morning sun baked the cracked sidewalks as I threw on my thrift store jeans and a Stanford tee that still hung loose on my reborn frame. Mom was in the kitchen, flipping pancakes like nothing had happened, because in this loop, it hadn't.
Yet.
Morning.
Vi.
Big day tomorrow. You nervous? Her smile was all teeth. The kind that hid the venom I'd tasted in my final hours.
Nah, Mom.
Pumped. I forced the words, swallowing the bile. Dad grunted from behind his Fresno bee, the local rag that'd later splash my tragic downfall across page 3. Wynne was due over at noon for our bonding brunch, her ritual to pump me for insider tips before knifing me in the back. Last time, I'd spilled everything, essay drafts, Professor Rex, even my backup psych, Major Switch. This time, I'd feed her poison ivy. She arrived in her cherry-red Mustang, Daddy's guilt gift after her mom's third divorce, blasting Taylor Swift like she owned the playlist of my life. Wynne'S, 21 going on prom queen, with honey blonde waves and eyes that lied bluer than a summer sky.
Vivy.
Oh my God. Stanford? You're like a genius. She air-kissed my cheeks. Her Chanel no. 5 choking me worse than the cab's stale air. We settled at the picnic table out back, under the scraggly oak that'd shaded our kiddie tea parties. Mom hovered with mimosas, non-alcoholic for us, spiked for her nerves. Small talk flowed like syrup. High school drama. Boys we'd ghosted. Dreams of app startups. Then, the hook. So,
Spill.
what's the vibe at orientation? Hot profs? Secret parties? I sipped my OJ, tasting the future's rot. Last life, I'd gushed. This one, I measured. It's intense. Everyone's gunning for the same internships. Like, Google's scouting day one. Her eyes lit hook, line, sinker. But I dangled more bait. Heard the psych department's got this underground network. Favors for favors. You know, Wynne leaned in, all conspiratorial whispers.
Ew.
Like what? Tell me everything. Patience.
Babe.
I'll text you the deets later.
Lie.
I'd text her a virus. Metaphorical for now. As she chattered on, my mind raced to the first domino, the scholarship.
Fine.
The $50,000 merit award that had funded my escape. Wynne had eyed it like a stray cat on kibble. Last time, she'd accidentally swapped my recommendation letter with a forged one, subtle tweaks that tanked my GPA verification. Exposed too late, after I'd signed the lease on a Palo Alto rat hole. Post-brunch, I excused myself to unpack. In my room, I fired up the ancient desktop, fingers flying over keys like a hacker in a heist flick. First stop, Stanford's alumni portal. My login still worked. Ghost of timelines past. Buried in the archives. Wynne's app file. She'd applied too. Of course. Rejected. But the notes? Strong extracurriculars. But ethical concerns flagged. Plagiarism and essay. What the hell? A quick Google dive. Fresno small. Secrets fester like bad barbecue. Wynne's high school lit teacher, Mrs. Hargrove, had blogged about it years back. A star pupil caught lifting lines from Spark Notes. No charges, just a slap on the wrist. But Stanford knew. So, why the obsession? Why me? The afternoon dragged into a family barbecue. Dad manning the grill like a general at war with char marks. Wynne stayed. Of course, family, she'd coo. As burgers sizzled, I watched them, Mom laughing too loud at Wynne's jokes. Dad slipping her an extra rib like she was the prodigal.
Me?
The side dish. By dusk, as fireflies winked like conspirators, my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown. Watch your back. Haze. Not everyone's who they seem. Chills. Last life. I dismissed it as spam.
Now?
It was a flare gun. Night fell heavy, the house creaking like old bones. I lay awake, plotting. Revenge wasn't a sprint, it was a marathon with landmines. Step 1. Secure my spot. I'd double-check every app, every rec. Step 2. Unearth Wynne's dirt. That plagiarism? Child's play. There was more, I felt it. A shadow under her perfect facade. Morning broke with orientation eve jitters. But mine were forged in fire. I drove the old Civic to campus early, the valley's golden hills mocking my rebirth with their postcard calm. Stanford's quad buzzed with fresh faces, all wide-eyed ambition. I blended in, hoodie up, eavesdropping like a spy. Whispers of the spot, the golden ticket internship at XAI. Elon Musk's brainchild. Scouting psych majors for AI ethics roles. Last life. I'd nailed the interview, only for Wynne to reschedule it via a hacked calendar, landing it herself. Poof, my career. Her stepping stone. In the student center, I accidentally bumped into Dr. Elena Vasquez, psych chair, and my former mentor. Vivian, early bird.
Huh.
Excited for the grind. Thrilled.
Dr. V. Hey.
Quick cue. Any tips on the XAI scout? Her eyes twinkled. She knew the game's underbelly. Play clean.
Kid.
Rumors of funny business last cycle. Stick to your guns. Funny business. Wynne's shadow loomed. Back home that night. The text nod. I traced it. Burner app. Untraceable. But the sender? A ghost from my grave. No time to dwell. Wynne called. Voice syrup sweet. Orientation tomorrow. Pick me up? Moral support? Sure. I lied. Voice steady as a surgeon's hand. What time? As we hung up, Mom poked her head in.
Vi.
Honey.
About when?
She's applying to Stanford too. You know. Transfer. Her dad's pulling strings. My blood iced. Strings. The secret uncoiled. Wynne wasn't just a friend. She was Dad's dirty little regret, a one-night stand from his Vegas bachelor days.
Pre-mom.
Half-sister?
No.
Half-rival. I'd pieced it in my dying delirium. From Mom's drunken confessions and Dad's guilty glances. They'd hidden it. Funneled cash to Wynne's education fund while I scraped scholarships. Betrayal? It was incestuous. Sleep evaded. Visions of my cab crash replaying, tires screeching. Wynne's smug voicemail, sorry. Viv. Family wins. Dawn hit. And I armored up.
Today.
I'd let her ride shotgun. Literally. The drive to Palo Alto was a masterclass in restraint. Wynne prattled about her backup at Fresno State, but her eyes darted to my GPS like a thief casing a joint. XAI interview next week.
Right?
Nerves. Rock solid. I smiled, gripping the wheel till knuckles whitened. At orientation. We split, her to the transfer fair. Me to psych welcome.
DR.
V cornered me post-icebreaker. Vivian. A word. We got a flag on your file. Duplicate app elements. Sound familiar?
When?
She'd started early, copying my essays verbatim. Fury boiled, but I played cool. Duplicates? Must be a glitch. I'll resubmit originals.
Good.
And hey, watch for sharks in the water. Sharks. Plural. Lunch was a minefield. Wynne waved me over to a table of legacies. All trust fund sheen.
Vivy.
Meet the crew. Smiles like veneers. I sat. Ears perked. Whispers of paid spots, $50K under the table for consulting. My $7,800? It had come later. The hypocrisy hammer. Afternoon sessions blurred. Ethics seminars on AI bias. Ironic given my vendetta. By evening, as we piled into the Civic, Wynne's phone chimed. She glanced.
Paled.
Family stuff. Spill. I pressed. Casual. Just Dad. Pushing the transfer.
Lie.
I glimpsed the screen, Mom. Tell Vi to share notes. Or else. Or else what? The cab? No, too soon. But the pieces fit. They'd orchestrated my isolation. The forged letters. The accident, nudge via a planted flask in my bag. Cops ruled it self-inflicted. Bullshit. Homebound, I dropped the bomb soft. Wynne. Level with me. You and Dad. What's the real deal? She froze. Mustang fantasies crashing.
What?
Nothing. Why? Just vibes. Silence stretched like taffy. Then, her laugh forced. You're paranoid.
Viv.
Stress? Maybe, but I knew. The secret was cracking. That night, the anonymous text pinged again. She's not your sister. But she wants to be your killer. Heartstopper. Sender ID. Ghost. I didn't sleep. Dawn brought resolve. Time to counterstrike. The second week at Stanford hit like a caffeine crash, euphoria fading into the grind of syllabi and sleep deprivation. I navigated quad paths, lined with eucalyptus ghosts. Their scent a sharp reminder of Fresno's simpler lies. Wynne had wormed into transfer limbo. Her app under review, thanks to Dad's donations. I'd hacked the portal, basic phishing from a dark web tutorial. Reborn skills sharpening like a blade. Her file screamed red flags. Plagiarized psych proposal. Lifted from my old draft. But deeper? Emails to a consultant. $7, 800 wired for admissions edge. My money? No. Dad's slush fund. Laundered through Mom's boutique. Class mornings were my sanctuary. Psych 101 with Drive.
Dissecting Betrayal's neural scars.
Trust, she lectured, is dopamine's fool's gold. I scribbled notes, underlining amygdala hijack, the rage I'd weaponize. Afternoons?
Recon.
I tailed Wynne's socials. Her Insta a shrine to faux sisterhood, besties at Stanford. Pics of us arm in arm. Captions dripping honey. Comments from legacies. Slay. Queens. Hypocrites.
All.
The XAI Scout loomed Friday. A panel in the Gates building. Last life. I'd aced it. Ethics pitch on AI equity landing me the spot.
When?
She'd bombed. But rescheduled. Mine to sabotage. This loop. I'd lock it down. Prep sessions in the library. Buried in journals on machine learning bias. My edge? Reborn hindsight. I knew their questions cold. How would you ethic-proof Grok's sarcasm module? Answer. By baking in cultural humility algorithms. Not just filters. But paranoia crept. The text persisted. She's paying for your fall. Fight dirty. Ghost was an ally or puppet master. I replied once. Who? Silence.
Fine. Ide gost un latte.
Midweek. Wynne crashed my dorm, uninvited. Of course. Her visit reeked of recon. Missed you.
Viv.
Roomy vibes. My shoebox single, merit perk, felt invaded as she flopped on my bed, rifling drawers like it was hers. Class.
When?
What's up? I leaned against the desk. Arms crossed barrier pose. Psych 101. She pouted. Perfection cracking. Transfer stalled.
Dad's pissed.
You got pull with DR.
V. Pull?
I'd earned it. Not really. Why not your own grind? Her laugh tinkled like breaking glass. Come on. We're team. Share the wealth.
Wealth.
My blood.
Sweat. Tears.
I softened. Baiting. Okay. One tip. The ethics elective. It's scout bait. Lie, it was a dud. Her grin, worth the sin. As she left, hugging too tight, my phone buzzed.
Mom, V.
Be nice to Wynne. Family sticks. Sticks knives.
More like.
Friday dawned electric. Gates building hummed with nerd chic. Hoodies over polos. Laptops like talismans. The panel. XAI suits. All sharp jaws and sharper questions. I presented second. Voice steady as I unpacked my pitch. AI as mirror. Not master. Reflecting human flaws without amplifying them.
Nods.
Whispers. The lead scout. A woman named Reyes with tattoos peeking from cuffs. Slid me her card. Call Monday. Elation surged. Dopamine hit pure. But as Q&A wrapped, Wynne slinked in late, Turing. Her eyes locked on Reyes. Calculating. She'd crash my after-party. Evening blurred into mixers. Cheap beer in the treehouse lounge. Legacies toasting futures. Wynne cornered me by the pong table.
Saw your shine.
Jealous? Her mimosa sloshed. Breath boozy. Proud. Sis. The word twisted like barbed wire. Your turn soon. She leaned close. Whisper hot. It will be. Dad's wiring more. 7-8K. Baby, $7,800. The hypocrisy ledger ticked. I play drunker. Probing. For what? Apps are free. Consulting. You know. Edges. Her wink. Conspirator's code. Bribery. Plain. Stanford's code? Expulsion. But proof? Night deepened. And I slipped away. Ghosts text burning. Meet me.
Quad.
Midnight. Come alone. Adrenaline spiked. Trap? Truth? I grabbed pepper spray, rebirth prep, and ghosted into shadows. The quad's palms rustled like informants. Moonlight carving silver paths. A figure waited. Hoodie. Slight build. Female? Vivian Hayes? Voice muffled. Young. Who the fuck are you? Spray ready. She lowered hood. Brunette. Freckles. Eyes haunted. Lila. Wynne's roommate. Fresno State.
She talks. About you. Spill.
Lila glanced back. Twitchy. It's not just apps. Your parents, they're in deep. Wynne's not Dad's fling, she's the payout. For covering his affair. Mom knows. They pay her to stay quiet. Play family.
But you?
You're the loose end. Affair. Plural. My stomach churned. Dad's business trips, Mom's wine binges. Wynne. The hush money with legs. Why tell me? She bragged.
About the cab.
Slipped something in your drink at the bar. Texted your folks to lure you out drunk.
Accident solved.
Solved what? My existence? Rage blacked edges. Proof. Lila thrust a thumb drive. Her journal app. Hacked. And the wire transfer, $7,800 to admissions fixer. Your spot.
Viv.
They bought it. I snatched it. Mind reeling. Controversial decision 1. Leak it? No. Twist the knife slow. Run, I said. She's poison. Lila vanished into night. I pocketed the drive. Heart a war drum. Back in dorm. I pored over files. Wynne's digital diary. Venom pages. Entries on me. Viv's too good. Dad says push her out. Mom agrees, finally. Screenshots of texts. Parents to Wynne. Handle it. Spot's yours. The secret bloomed ugly. Not half-sister. But half-truth. Dad's lover's daughter. Mom's rival in youth. Now their puppet. They'd framed me for the plagiarism, too. Swapped files.
Pinned it on my IP.
My death. Collateral in their perfect lie. Saturday bled into study hell. But I schemed. First, secure XAI. Monday call to Reyes nailed the follow-up. Internship locked. Wynne's envy would fester. She texted. Heard you got it. Congrats. Drinks to celebrate. Hooks swallowed. Tonight. The Stanford barn. The barn. Dive bar off campus. Neon haze and peanut shells. When arrived glam. All red lips and regret. We clinked IPAs. Small talk curdling. To us, she toasted. To truths, I countered. Sipping light. Learned from the grave. 2 rounds in. She cracked.
V.
Real talk. If transfer flops. Can I crash your internship? Back up. Back up. My life. Her parachute. Depends. What's in it? Her eyes darted. Anything. Family. Right? There it was. The plea. The ploy. I leaned in. Voice silk over steel. Family's overrated. But hey, I got dirt. Wanna hear? Her laugh faltered. What dirt? Your journal. Cute entries. Bluff half-true. Drive burned in my bag.
Blanche.
You snooping?
Bitch. Pot. Kettle.
$7,800? For my spot? Parents tab. She froze. Mimosa midway.
Lies.
Who told? Ghosts. I slid the drive across. Anonymous drop. Read it.
Or I will.
To DR.
V.
To XAI. To Fresno B. Panic rippled, controversial fork. Leak now, end her. Or drag.
Savor?
She snatched it. Bolted. I let her. The hunt thrilled. But night twisted. Home late. Mom called. Vi, Wynne'S hysterical. Said you threatened her. Truth hurts. Mom.
Click.
Sleep came fitful. Dreams of cabs and crashes. Sunday. Escalation. Dad's voicemail.
Gruff.
Fix this. Vivian. Or no more checks.
Checks?
My allowance. Crumbs from their guilt.
Fine.
Cut me?
Ide Carvadape.
Monday roared in with XAI paperwork. Official. My future sealed. But campus buzzed. Transfer scandal whispers. Wynne'S app. Flagged public. Lila's leak? Or mine? Subconscious? Wynne cornered me post-class. Eyes wild. You did this, bitch.
I'll ruin you.
Ruin? You already tried. Cab was sloppy. Her face crumpled, confession cracked. It was. Mercy. You were breaking. The spot, it's mine by right.
Right?
The delusion dripped. Right as Dad's bastard promise? She slapped me, sting sharp, crowd gasping. Security hauled her. Controversial? Hell yes, public spectacle. My bruise a badge.
DR. O pulled me aside.
Vivian.
Talk.
This reeks of old wounds. I spilled selective. The bribes. The sabotage. Not the blood. Drive as Exhibit A. Her nod grave. We'll investigate. You okay? Never better. Rebirth's gift, armor. Evening. The text stopped. Ghost silent. But a new ping, unknown. Twist coming. Trust no one. Paranoia peaked. Who? Lila? Or deeper rot? Week blurred. Classes? XAI prep.
Wynne'S suspension pending.
Parents descended Friday. Road trip ambush. Pulling me from lecture. The diner off 101. Greasy spoons. Vinyl booths. Mom teary. Dad stone.
V.
Enough. Wynne's family. Family? I laughed. Bitter brew. You bought her my dreams. $7,800 hypocrisy exposed. Dad's jaw ticked. Business. You wouldn't understand. Try me. Silence stretched. Then, Mom's whisper. She's his.
The.
From before.
We.
Adopted the lie to keep peace. Adopted lie. The secret bear. Rotten core. Peace? You murdered mine.
No, metaphors.
But the cab? Their nudge. I stood, tossing cash. Pay your own tab. Like I did. Drive back, Fury's afterburn. Reborn. I'd vowed revenge clean. But controversy brewed. Leaked the affair? Tabloid fodder. Family implosion. Night fell. Decision loomed. The drive held more. Audio clips. Wynne'S voicemails to parents. Vise out. Spot secured. And worse, Mom's reply. Good girl. Drive safe. The crash engineered. My vomit? Laxative in the flask. Wynne'S gift at the bar. Tears hot. But resolve steel. Tomorrow. Climax. October's chill nipped Stanford's palms, leaves crunching like brittle bones underfoot. My internship orientation loomed, XAI's Mountain View lair. A glass fortress of code and ambition. But revenge's rhythm pulsed louder. Wynne's hearing Tuesday. Parents' hypocrisy festering like an open sore. I'd gone radio silent on family texts. Their pleas stacking like indictments. Vi. Please. Talk.
No.
Words were weapons. I'd hoard mine. Campus life armored me. Study groups as alibis.
Dr.
V's office hours as confessional. Vivian. The drive, it's damning. Bribery's federal if we push. Her eyes. Sharp as scalpels. But personal? That's shrapnel. Shrapnel. My soul's debris. Push it. All of it. She nodded. But warned. Wynne's lawyered up. Daddy's muscle. Ellis money, old oil. New tech.
Fine.
I'd fight asymmetric. Monday blurred. Ethics seminar on whistleblowing. Ironic sermon. Prof droned on Snowden. Leaks as moral gray. My notes. Gray Wynne's wars.
Post-class.
Lila pinged new number. Saw the slap vid. Viral. You okay? Okay's relative. Meetup. Coffee cart by the fountain. Steam rising like confessions. Lila arrived jittery. Hoodie twin to ghosts. It was me. The texts. Hacked her phone after she bragged about dosing you. Laxatives. Booze chaser. Parents knew, said handle the loose end. Loose end.
Me.
Why help now? She threatened me. After the leak. Tell. And you're next. Her hands shook. Spilling latte. You're the only one who sees her. Sis. Pass the gloss. What's next for you? Transfer here. If I testify. Gutsy. Or suicidal. We parted allies. But doubt nod. Ghost Lila? Or ploy? XAI day dawned crisp. Shuttle from Caltrain. Nerves electric. The campus, sleek pods. Musk murals winking. Orientation, Reyes greeting. Tour of labs where Grok's ancestors hummed. Vivian, your pitch hooked us. Ethics role, vital. My desk, corner cube. View of Bayside fog. Lunch with team, nerds debating neural nets over poke bowls.
Election pure.
Untainted. For 2 hours. Revenge slept. But afternoon call shattered. Mom.
Vai.
Emergency. Home.
Now.
Home. Fresno's trap. I booked the next train. Mind racing scenarios. Affair blowout? Wynne's meltdown? The valley unspooled golden. Mocking. Mom picked me up at station. Eyes puffy. Your father's.
Confessed. Confessed.
Heart stuttered. The house loomed. Dad in the den. Whiskey tumbler sentinel. Wynne absent. Mercifully.
Seat. V.
His voice gravel. Mom hovered. Wringing hands. I perched. Spine steel. Spit it. The money. The spot.
It was.
Insurance. Insurance. For what? Dad exhaled smoke. Cigar habit. Stress crutch. Wynne's mom, Elena. High school sweetheart. I cheated. Knocked her up. Your mom forgave. But Elena sued. Hush money started then, college funds.
Cars. When?
The reminder. Reminder. Of fractures. So, you bought my sabotage? To what? Keep her loyal. Mom whimpered. No. To protect you. Wynne got bitter. Threatened exposure. The affair. The payoffs scandal.
We.
Nudged her toward your path. Shared notes. Yes. But the cab? Her idea. We didn't know. Didn't know. Bullshit. The voicemail echoed in my skull. Protect. I laughed.
Shards.
You texted her my spot while I drowned in doubt. Dad's eyes, wet. Defeated. We were weak. Greedy for normalcy. Forgive. Forgive. The word poisoned. Controversial crossroads. Mercy or massacre. I stood. Voice arctic.
No.
But I'll end it clean. Out the door. Civic keys jangling like chains. Back at Stanford. Fury forged plan. Tuesday, Wynne's hearing. I attended. Anonymous in back row. Dean's chamber. Oak panels.
Tension thick. When?
Flanked by shark attorney, Silver Fox. Ivy drawl. My client admits irregularities, but stresses duress. Family pressures.
Family.
The word weaponized.
Dr.
V testified. Bribery evidence clear. $7,800 to fixer. Direct correlation to MS. Hayes application sabotage. My name dropped. Gasps. Wynne's glare. Venom pure. Then. My turn. Called forward. Oath heavy. Vivian Hayes. Victim. Questions flew. The swap. The leak. I answered cool. Drives files projected. Wires. Texts. Diary venom. Not just apps. Attempted harm. Laxatives in my drink. Leading to.
Accident.
Dean blanched.
Accident. Crash.
Near fatal. Half-truth. My death. Their nudge. Attorney pounced. Speculation. No proof. I smiled. Sliding envelope.
Audio.
Voicemails. Handle it. From her. To them. Chaos. Wynne cracked. Lies. Vies framing me jealous. Jealous? Of poison? Dean adjourned. But verdict loomed. Expulsion. Charges pending. As we filed out, Wynne lunged. Words. Not hands. You bitch. This was mine. Yours. I whispered.
Close.
Earn it next life. Her sob echoed. First real crack. Afternoon free. I wandered quad. Ghosts whispering. Lila texted. Heard it went nuclear. Proud.
Proud.
Rebirth's echo. But twist teased. Dad's email. Evening.
Vi more.
Check attachment. PDF. Old letters. Elena to Dad. 2003. The baby's yours.
Win.
Pay or pay public. DNA? Implied. Win full sister? My world tilted. Half rival? Full blood. The secret's abyss. Nausea hit. Reborn for revenge. But blood?
Taboo twist.
I called Lila, no answer. Ghost ping. Blood doesn't bind. Cut it.
Cut.
Controversial apex. Expose the incestuous lie. Family annihilation. Nightmare sleep. Dreams of cabs merging with cribs. Win as infant me. Stolen. Wednesday. XAI grind. But mind fractured. Reyes noticed. You good. Haze.
Fine.
Personal static.
Lie.
Static cleared at lunch. Team debate on AI kinship. Algorithms as family. Code doesn't betray, one quipped. Doesn't.
Umansdo.
Post shift. Fresno bound again. Parents' house. Lights dim. Mom's Valium haze. Dad waited. Letter in hand.
Tested.
Wynne's your sister. Elena lied for leverage. We paid to bury.
Bury.
Like me. Why tell now?
Guilt. And.
She knows.
Win.
Hacked the files. Coming for blood. All of us.
Blood.
The loop closed. Wynne's text barrage, sister?
You stole my life.
Mom's too, her spot. Payback. Payback. Her cab revenge.
Mirrored.
I typed. Meet. Neutral. End this. Reply. Diner. Midnight. Come alone. Trap's perfume. But climax called. Midnight diner. Fluorescent hell. Coffee bitter as betrayal. When slid in opposite. Eyes feral. Sister dear. Save it. DNA changes nothing. You killed me. Killed? You died weak. Her sneer. Mask slip. The spot. The love, mine. Dad promised. Promised. The patriarch's poison. Promises break. Like you will. I slid my phone. Recording live. Confess. Foreclosure. She laughed. Manic. Confess? To what? Saving family. You were the glitch.
Glitch.
Reborn error. Then. The controversial plunge. Or I leak it all. Affair. Bribes. Blood. Fresno tabloids eat alive. Her hand trembled, coffee spill. You wouldn't. Blood. Blood's thinner than hypocrisy.
Lie. It curdled me.
She cracked. Whisper. The flask, laxatives. Yes. To break you. Crash.
Bonus.
Parents greenlit. Remove obstacle. Recorded. Gold. But twist struck. Door chime. Lila, ghost entering. Phone up. Got it all. Back up. Wind bolted. Screech of tires outside. Lila grinned. Insurance. We hugged. Sisters forged in fire. But doubt. Her timing. Too perfect. Back at dorm. Upload. Files to DR.
Eh.
FBI tip line anonymous. Bribery. Attempted harm. Climax queued. Thursday, fallout. News trickle. Stanford scandal. Transfer bribery probe. Wynne's face blurred.
But known.
Parents called. Vi. What did you do? Justice.
Click.
XAI hummed on. Reyes promoted me early. Resilient. Rebirths win. But Friday. The gut punch. Lila missing. Texts bounce. Her dorm. Cleared out. Ghost's final ping. Twist. I'm Wynne's plant. Enjoy the fall.
Fall.
The drive. Poison files? No, my recording's clean.
Panic.
Check news. XAI in turn linked to hack. Ethics irony.
Me.
Framed. Wynne's parting shot. Planted malware on my laptop. During dorm crash. Controversy peaked. My internship yanked. Hearing summoned. Blood tie exposed. Tabloids feast. Sister sabotage. Revenge's boomerang. November's fog cloaked Stanford like a shroud. Bay winds howling regrets through quad arches. The hearing chamber, same oak as Wynne's, felt tighter. Air thick with judgment. Dean's panel, stern faces. DR. V absent. Recused for bias. My attorney. Campus pro bono. Green but fierce. Stick to facts.
Haze.
Emotions sink ships. Facts. The recordings.
Clean.
But Wynne's counter, Lila's testimony, sworn. Vivian orchestrated it. Jealous rage. Lila. The plant. Her freckles, now false flag. I took the stand. Voice steady despite the vortex. Yes.
Sister.
But she dosed me. Sabotaged. Bought my dreams. Played the audio. Wynne's confession. Tinny but damning. Crash? Bonus? Gasps rippled. But Lila's affidavit countered. Coerced. Vivian's revenge porn. Revenge porn. The twists barb. My recordings twisted intimate. Invasive. Dean adjourned. Verdict pending. Outside. Press swarm. Fresno be in beds. Mics thrusting like spears. Vivian. Blood betrayal. Thoughts. I push through. No comment. Rebirth's armor cracking. XAI limbo. Reyes's email.
Terse.
On hold. Clear your name. My cube empty. Echoes mocking. Home. Fresno pull irresistible. Parents' house. Christmas lights premature. Festive farce. Mom opened. Hollow.
V.
We're ruined. Ruined. The words echo. Dad in kitchen.
Gaunt.
Wynne's charged. Assault.
Fraud.
But you internship. Gone. Bitter swallow. Lila. He shrugged. Ghosted. Wynne's ghost. We sat. Silence symphony. Then, Mom's hand on mine, tentative. We were monsters.
For peace.
Forgive.
Controversial coda. Forgive? River screamed no.
But blood whispered maybe. No, I said soft. But understand. And the cycle. They nodded. Tears communal. First crack in my ice. Back at Stanford. Isolation bit. Friends distanced, scandals stink. Study alone. Psych text blurring. Betrayal's half-life. Infinite decay. But Reyes called. Unprompted.
Haze.
Unofficial. Your ethics pitch? Still gold. Fight it.
Fight.
Rebirth's core. Verdict dropped Wednesday. Wynne expelled. Charges federal bribery. Attempted manslaughter. Lila? Subpoena dodge. Warrant out.
Me?
Cleared. Recordings ruled public interest. But internship? Ethics conflict. XAI cited.
Gone.
Twist's tail. Loss. But deeper Wynne. Truth's scalpel. December crept. Finals fog. I aced them. Psych honors locked. Campus quieted. Holiday exodus. Quad empty. I walked. Eucalyptus whispering closure. Final text from unknown. Wynne. Jailhouse.
Sister.
You won. But blood calls.
Blood.
The tie that maims. Parents visited eve of break. Awkward dinner. Olive Garden neutral. Apologies flowed. Checks proffered. For your future. I tore them. $7,800 hypocrisy?
Keep it.
Dad winced. We sold out. For her. For us.
Us.
The family fiction. But Vi, Mom pleaded. Come home. Heal. Heal. Rebirth's paradox. Wounds eternal. Scars strength.
No.
New start. Palo Alto lease. Entry level at a startup. AI ethics nonprofit. Ground floor. My rebuild. Christmas alone. Dorm twinkling. Hot cocoa ritual. Phone silent. Peace profound. But twist finale. New Year's ping. Lila. Not plant.
Real.
Wynne framed me too. Stole my ID for affidavits. Hiding. Thanks for the fire. Fire. The blaze I'd lit. Reply. Sisters now. Affirmative. January thawed. Spring semester. Fresh faces. XAI rumor. Reyes poached me freelance. Ethics consult. Off books. Wynne's trial loomed. Spring. Federal court. I'd testify. Truth's blade. Parents? Distant amends. Weekly calls. No strings. Healing slow burn.
Me?
Vivian Hayes. Reborn twice. Once from death. Once from ashes. Revenge? Not sweet, bitter. Necessary. But the spot?
Mine.
Earned in blood and code. The valley's sun rose. Golden promise. I stepped into it.
Novo straling.
Second chances? They demand first strikes. And I'd struck true.